Ezekiel chapter 37. The hand of the Lord was upon me, and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord, and set me down in the midst of a field, which was full of bones. And he led me round about by them, and behold, they were very many in the open field, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord God, thou knowest. Again he said unto me, Prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Thus saith the Lord God unto these bones, Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. And I will lay sinews upon you, and make flesh grow upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, that ye may live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, there was a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. And when I beheld, lo, the sinews and the flesh grew upon them, and above the skin covered them, and there was no breath in them. Then said he unto me, Prophesy unto the wind. Prophesy, Son of man, and say to the wind, Thus saith the Lord God, Come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. So I prophesied as he had commanded me, and breath came unto them, and they lived, and stood up upon their feet, an exceeding great army. Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, Our bones are dried, and our hope is gone, and we are clean cut off. Therefore prophesy and say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, my people, I will open your graves, and cause you to come up out of your sepulchres, and bring you into the land of Israel. And ye shall know that I am the Lord, when I have opened your graves, and, O my people, and brought you up out of your sepulchres, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live. I shall place you in your own land. Then ye shall know that I, the Lord, have spoken it, and performed it, saith the Lord. The word of the Lord came unto me again, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee a piece of wood, and write upon it, unto Judah and to the children of Israel his companions. Then take another piece of wood, and write upon it, unto Joseph the tree of Ephraim, and to all the house of Israel his companions. And thou shalt join them one to another into one tree, and they shall be as one in thine hand. When the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these things? Thou shalt answer them, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I will take the tree of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the tree of Judah, and make them one tree, and they shall be one in mine hand. And the pieces of wood whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand, in their sight. And say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whether they be gone, and will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land. And I will make them one people in the land, upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them all, and they shall be no more two peoples, neither be divided any more henceforth into two kingdoms. Neither shall they be polluted any more with their idols, nor with their abominations, nor with any of their transgressions. But I will save them out of all their dwelling places, wherein they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their God. And David my servant shall be king over them, and they shall all have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments, and observe my statutes, and do them. And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, where your fathers have dwelt. And they shall dwell therein, even they, and their sons sons, forever. And my servant David shall be their prince forever. Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary among them forever. My tabernacle also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Thus the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be among them forevermore. Ezekiel chapter 38. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, and against the land of Magog, and the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against them, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I come against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will destroy thee, and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine host, both horses and horsemen, all clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great multitude with bucklers and shields, all handling swords. And they of Paras, of Cush, and Put with them, even all they that bear shield and helmet, Gomer and all his bands, and the house of Togarmah, and the north quarters, and all his bands, and much people with thee. Prepare thyself, and make thee ready, both thou and all thy multitude, that are assembled unto thee, and be thou their safeguard. After many days thou shalt be visited, for in the latter years thou shalt come into the land that hath been destroyed with the sword, and is gathered out of many people upon the mountains of Israel, which have long lain waste. Yet they have been brought out of that people, and they shall dwell all safe. Thou shalt descend and come up like a tempest, and shalt be like a cloud to cover the land, both thou and all thy bands, and many people with thee. Thus saith the Lord God, Even at the same time shall many things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think evil thoughts. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land that hath no walled towers. I will go to them that are at rest and dwell in safety, which dwell all without walls, and have neither bars nor gates, thinking to spoil the prey and to take a booty, to turn thine hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited, and upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods, and dwell in the midst of the land, Sheba and Dedan, and the merchants of Tarshish, with all the lions thereof, shall say unto thee, Art thou come to spoil the prey? Hast thou gathered thy multitude to take a booty, to carry away silver and gold, to take away cattle and goods, and to spoil a great prey? Therefore, Son of man, prophesy, and say unto Gog, Thus saith the Lord God, In that day, when my people of Israel dwelleth safe, shalt thou not know it, and come from thy place out of the north parts, thou and much people with thee. All shall ride upon horses, even a great multitude, and a great army. And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel, as a cloud to cover the land. Thou shalt be in the latter days, and I will bring thee upon my land, that the heathen may know me, when I shall be sanctified in thee, O Gog, before their eyes. Thus saith the Lord God, Art not thou he of whom I have spoken in old time? Be the hand of my servants the prophets of Israel, which prophesied in those days and years that I would bring thee upon them? At the same time also, when Gog shall come against the land of Israel, saith the Lord God, my wrath shall arise in mine anger. For in mine indignation and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken it. Surely at that time there shall be a great shaking in the land of Israel, so that the fishes of the sea and the fowls of the heaven and the beasts of the field and all that move and creep upon the earth and all the men that are upon the earth shall tremble at my presence. And the mountains shall be overthrown, and the stairs shall fall, and every wall shall fall to the ground. For I will call for a sword against him throughout all my mountains, saith the Lord God. Every man's sword shall be against his brother, and I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will cause to rain upon him and upon his bands and upon the great people that are with him a sore rain, and hailstones, fire, and brimstone. Thus will I be magnified and sanctified and known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am the Lord. Ezekiel chapter 39. Therefore, thou son of man, prophesy against Gog, and say, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I come against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshish and Tubal, and I will destroy thee, and leave thee but the 6th part of thee, and will cause thee to come up from the north parts, and will bring thee upon the mountains of Israel. And I will smite thy bow out of thy hand, and I will cause thine arrows to fall out of thy right hand. Thou shalt fall upon the mountains of Israel, and all thy bands, and the people that is with thee, for I will give thee unto the birds, and to every feathered fowl and beast of the field to be devoured. Thou shalt fall upon the open field, for I have spoken it, saith the Lord God. I will send a fire on Magog, and among them that dwell safely in the isles, and they shall know that I am the Lord. So will I make my holy name known to the midst of my people Israel, and I will not suffer them to pollute my holy name any more. And the heathen shall know that I am the Lord, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, it is come, and it is done, saith the Lord God. And this is the day whereof I have spoken. And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth, and shall burn and set fire upon the weapons, and on the shields and bucklers, upon the bows and upon the arrows, upon the staves in their hands, and upon the spears, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years, so that they shall bring no wood out of the field, neither cut down any out of the forest, for they shall burn the weapons with fire, and they shall rob those that robbed them, and spoil those that spoiled them, saith the Lord God. And at the same time will I give unto Gog a place there for a burial in Israel, even the valley, whereby men go toward the east part of the sea. And it shall cause them that pass by to stop their noses, and there shall they bury Gog with all his multitude, and they shall call it the valley of Hamon Gog. And 7 months long shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them. They shall have a name when I shall be glorified, saith the Lord God. They shall choose out men to go continually through the land with them that travail, to bury those that remain upon the ground, to cleanse it. They shall search to the end of 7 months. And the travelers that pass through the land, if any see a man's bone, then they shall set up a sign by it, till the buriers have buried it in the valley of Hamon Gog. And also the name of the city shall be Hamonah. Thus shall they cleanse the land. And thou son of man, thus saith the Lord God, Speak unto every feathered fowl, and to the beasts of the field, Assemble yourselves and come, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice. For I do sacrifice a great sacrifice for you upon the mountains of Israel, that ye may eat flesh and drink blood. Ye shall eat of the flesh of the valiant, and drink the blood of the princes of the earth, of the wethers and the lambs, and of the goats and the bullocks, even of all fat beasts of Bashan. And ye shall eat fat till ye be full, and drink blood till ye be drunken of my sacrifice, which I have sacrificed for you. Thus you shall be filled at my table, with horses and chariots, with valiant men, and with all men of war, saith the Lord God. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment, that I have executed, and mine hand which I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am the Lord their God, from that day and so forth. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, Now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have compassion upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for mine holy name. After that they have borne their shame, and all their transgression, whereby they have transgressed against me, when they dwell safely in their land, and without fear of any, when I have brought them again from the people, and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then shall they know that I am the Lord their God, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen. But I have gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them anywhere more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I have poured out my Spirit upon the house of Israel, saith the Lord God.